Hey guys, welcome back to the Feng Shui and Astrology 2026 World Edition Part 2. How are you guys doing today? Type of one if you guys are ready. And Happy Chinese New Year to all of you guys who are celebrating. And to all our friends who are in the States. Let's see how many countries are in the room today. The States. Where are you from? Switzerland? Nice. Romania. Nice. Philippines. Indonesia. All right. And some Malaysians as well. Okay. Singapore. All right. You already attended the one in Singapore? Yeah? Kaising? Right. Type of one if you guys are ready. Okay. So, again, as usual, we have a couple of chat rooms running. As you can see from the agenda, today primarily is going to be about the analysis of your Bazi chart for the year 2026. So in order to participate fully, I need to see that you guys have your Bazi charts, right? You got to print it out like this, right? This is important to have this because we're going to go through this reading the animal signs, and also we're going to see the month cycles. Hopefully we can also detect to help you read what's in store for you throughout the year. Would you like to do that? What if you guys would like to learn how to do this in the most simplest way? Even if you're a total beginner, you'll learn how to do this. Now, if you don't already have this, the link is on your chat. Well, guys, post up on the chat. You got to have this, all right? You got to have this print out. You can put it on a phone or an iPad, make it easy. Now, for some of you guys, I've told you guys, and you did this, I think this is just a sample here to show us, to get your month forecast report. Okay, the month forecast report. I've already sent you the link on part 1, and have you guys set up the reminders? Yeah, done the reminders. Yes, okay, right. So get it first, right? Get it first. Try it out because I'm going to show you how you'll be using this as well in conjunction with this. So this is the manual thing you do. This is the one that is like fully written out for you. Now, again, I just got my team to print it out nicely on cardboard paper to make it easy for me to show you. But you can just have the whole report printed out on any A4 paper. Make it easy to go through. This is just 1 month personalized for you based on your chart. Okay, so claim the free report. All right. So now we're going to use this hand in hand together. You guys ready? Okay. All right. So just a quick recap here. So when we want to analyze what's in store for us and what we can do, what our options are for the year, we look at the annual Bazi, and we map the annual Bazi over your personal Bazi. Annual Bazi, personal Bazi. Okay? So when we merge this together, we can see now what's in store for you based on 2026 for, let's say, Rudy or Dayang. Yeah, you have your Rui N, right? So that's how we do it. All right. Now, once again, let's look at your chart, right? So your chart consists of the year of birth, month of birth, day of birth, and hour of birth. And you will notice that there are animal signs in your year of birth, animal sign, month of birth, animal sign, day of birth, animal sign, and you have the hour of birth, animal sign. You like my jacket, this new jacket? Yeah, haha. One Piece fan, I see. Okay, so nice. So you have year, month, day, hour of birth. Yes, I'll probably wear a different jacket every day. Okay. So anyway, so yeah, and you have the luck pillars, the luck pillar animal sign. So on top of the animal sign, it's called the heavenly stems. So on the stems mean the any element that is on top of the branch is called the stems. The animal sign are called branches. So it's a term used to talk about the top part of the chart and the bottom part of the chart. Basically, that's it. All right. So the year column, the whole thing here in the year column, talks about your network, your friends, your industry, your market value, right? Your connection with your community. That's all in the year. Whereas the month of birth information, the animal sign on your month of birth, whatever is in there, talks about your career, your business, your opportunities at work, your performance level, your capabilities, and everything that's associated with 70% of your adult life, which is basically work. Okay. So the day of birth, right here, the day of birth talks about or governs your personal relationships, your health, your home, your personal well-being, your personal development. It's all about you individually. And the hour stem, the hour of your birth, that is your aspirations, your dreams, your desire, your investment opportunities, your people under your care, your teammates that you hire, they're all here. And then your luck pillar, the animal sign, the whole pillar in your luck cycle, that one represents the chances, choices, opportunities that you meet in the outside world. Like, for example, you are in a Coldplay concert. Okay, that's a good example. Let's say you are in a any Super Bowl event, right? And you bump into some random stranger. That might be an opportunity, might be a disaster. That depends on the luck pillar. So these are things that you do on the outside, right? Like you attend a conference or you go to an exhibition and then you meet someone there. Might be an opportunity, might be a disaster. We don't know. So we see the opportunity pillar, which is the luck pillar. Okay, all right. So now each animal sign, they can work independently and or they can work together with other animal signs in the chart. That forms a specific opportunity or possibility for that individual. And I'm going to show you how to interpret this. Okay, so I want you to look at what signs you have. Are you guys ready? So now in the following section, some of the animal signs, actually all of them, will repeat under different categories. I'm going to classify them under categories to make it easy for you to see, right? So 2 days ago, we talked about the big four, for example, and then we talked about the top ones that has the most wealth luck, and some of those are good for career progress, and some of them are not so good for career progress. Some of them are for academic performance. So categories make it easy to see. Okay, so we'll continue with the categories. Now let's talk about this group right here. Okay, so this group is quite interesting. I call this group the ones like this. Okay, you're charming, but somehow in 2026, most people misread you. They misread you. Okay, so which two animal signs fall under this category? You're charming, right? You know that you have that personality and everything is good, but somehow people misread you or misinterpret you. What does that mean? These two animal signs. Okay, people think you're funny even when you're genuinely trying to be understood, or maybe your likability soars and you don't even know why. All right. So these two animal signs are rat and snake. For the rat, you have this star called the month emptiness, right? It actually is a star that dissolves big problems. So big issues come to your life, you can still resolve it. So even though it's clashing with the grandeur, somehow you manage to survive, or you're all right. Okay, 大事化小，小事化無. That's what it means, right? Big becomes small, small becomes no issues. So, and sometimes you become a hero, you don't even know why. Okay, and for the snake, you have this star called heavenly officer. A heavenly officer, 天官貴人. All right, somehow, all right, you turn up to be. You didn't purposely showcase your skill set, but you turn up to be the hero in other people's eyes, right? So, pretty good. Okay. Now this is the second group. This second group feels a lot like you're spinning, but your wheels are going nowhere. So I like to call this group looking good, but there's a possibility of not going very far, right? Because some of the negative stars you might activate. Now, let me give you a glance of all the 12 animal signs and all their stars first before I go into this category. Shall we see it? Okay. Guys, bring up the chart. Can you see here? Right, look at this. All these 12 animal signs, they are red color and black color. Can you see? Red colors are the good stars. Black color are the bad stars. So, the thing is, for every animal sign, depending on that individual, whether they are a A player, B player, or C player in life, meaning whether they are generally an optimistic person or whether they are a pessimistic person, maybe they're traumatized since young, maybe they are very negative minded. So a person who's generally on a negative mindset will tend to manifest most of the negative components in the chart. Whereas a person who is more positive mindset, who's optimistic, will manifest more of the positive aspects from the chart. That's the difference. Okay? So when I give you the groups, like for example, this group called, spinning wheels but going nowhere. So this group consists of these two animal signs, goat and rooster. Okay? So goat and rooster. Now you may think, yeah, but the goat and rooster is pretty good, isn't it? Good, yes, but only for the positive mindset people. For those who are negative mindset people, right, who are generally a pessimistic person, cynical and pessimistic, they will probably activate most of the negative components. Let me show you. In goat, they have the sun, who's supposed to be good. But on the flip side, the same animal sign also have this star called pulling saddle. You know, a horse, right there, they keep pulling the horse. So the horse is just moving, but they can't move forward because you keep hitting the brakes. So, now let me give you an example. Donald Trump has the goat in his chart. Now, based on what you know about him in public, is he more of a go-getter person or is he more of a pessimistic person? More of a go-getter. Whether you agree or disagree with him, okay? His nature, character is quite straightforward, right? He's more like, I'm going to freaking do it. Like that's sort of person, right? More like kill first, ask questions later, right? So for him, more of his positive stars would be triggered as opposed to the pulling saddle. He's not the one who's going to like pull the brakes, right? But for another person who's born with the goat in the animal sign, who's a probably, less optimistic and more pessimistic person, he or she will manifest more of the negative components as opposed to the negative. That's why the 12 animal sign doesn't make you who you are. It's just available in energy. And you get to choose whether you're on a positive or a negative side. Okay? So if you are generally not a very conscious person or proactive person, then more of the negative will actually show. And then you'll be activating pulling saddle. That's why you kind of like, why am I so busy and I'm not going anywhere? You're feeling very lost, right? So much to do, but no direction in life. I'm so lost. That's how people that you need slap to wake them up. This type of person, okay? And then you have the rooster. Now, rooster is supposed to be good because you mentioned rooster is one of those powerful animal signs in just 2 days ago, right? But then again, it has this star called the hook spirit. It's kind of like the hooks that is like the anchored to the ground. So you're running, but you're not going anywhere. You just get tired, right? So you got that star, and if you're part of the negative person, like you love to chill, right? Just chill, have a drink, chill. So you like to chill, which I think now you realize, oh my God, this whole youngster group, which is Gen Z, they're all chilling. Yep. So if they're rooster and they're not the go-getters, listen, there are some Gen Zs and young generation, they are not so strawberry, like most of the group, I think, right? So if they're one of those who are more chill, they probably will trigger the negative components more than the positive. And so they will be dribbling on the same location. So that would be this group. Okay? So now you know. Each animal sign has both positive and negative. All right. So how about this group? I call this group the one who are the operating solo and self-reliant group. All right, so these ones are ox and dragon. Kind of like the lone wolves in 2026, right? You go alone, fast and furious, right? You're on your way to becoming the alpha, highly independent, self-reliant, and you are kind of like the one who operates outside traditional and social hierarchy, both ox and dragon. So if you are a little bit more proactive, so the ox, as you know, have the national treasure, the emperor star. Emperor is like, you're the one, right? You're the king of the world this year. Everyone relies on you to make that decision. So yeah, the lone wolf, the person who stands out, emperor star. So you activate emperor star, right? Now, if you're a pessimistic person, on the other hand, then the emperor star also brings about loneliness, and not solitary, loneliness. So you feel very lonely, cannot connect with people, all right? That sort of situation. So it depends on your nature. Good or bad depends on whether or not you're proactive or you are more of the person that are reactive. All right. So astrology doesn't dictate your future, guys. It just highlights the possibilities that you could choose, whether you are the positive person or you're the negative person. Then more of the components of the stars will become apparent. Now, for dragons, dragon has this star called the lonesome star. Okay. So you can be lonely, but you also have this star called the heavenly relief, which is obviously the ability to solve other people's problems. You stand out from the rest of the normal people, right? Because you're the only one that can solve a problem. So yeah, you're going to perform well, and you rely on yourself to solve problems. So that's the positive side of that star. So that you have dragon. Okay. All right. Now you know. Can we continue? All right. Easy so far. All right. So when I'm mentioning the animal sign, you tell me, where is it? Is it dragon in the month, day, or hour? Or ox in the month, day, or hour? Guys, where is it? Type your answer. Because if the dragon is in the day, that means you are lonely, right? You are capable, but probably find it, a bit hard to find a partner this year, probably. But if the dragon is in the month, then month represents your career work. So you probably are performing well in your career and your work, right? It's just that possibly you're the only problem solver there, right? Amongst your team. So it applies to that aspect of your life, depending on which animal sign and where. Got it? All right. So continue on. All right, these are the drama queens, all right? These are the ones attracting drama like a magnet. These three animal signs. Ready? Ready? Go. Dog, rooster, horse. Shitloads of drama, 2026. Right, who has dog, rooster, or horse in your chart? Any of you? You have? Oh, why is it good and bad? I thought you said rooster is good. Rooster is good and also bad. All the animal sign has good and bad depending on how you play a game. Just because you can make money doesn't mean you have no drama, right? Can you make money and have drama at the same time? Yes. Right? So there are two different things. So watch. So if your dog is or rooster is in the month of birth, then where's the drama? You're attracting drama like a magnet in your work environment. Okay? If your dog or rooster or horse is in the hour pillar, the hour pillar represents your subordinates. So with your team, your subordinates, there's a lot of drama this year. Okay? Drama magnets. Got it or not, guys? All right? Okay. So continue. All right. All easy. Right. Right. The next group. These are the ones that are quietly dangerous in the shadows. Quietly dangerous in the shadows, meaning you live in the shadows and people easily underestimate you, which makes you very dangerous in 2026. Dangerous in a good way that you can outperform many people because you're below their radar. You're the stealth performers. Okay? So who are these? Pig and monkey. Pig and monkey. Now, why these two? Because the first one, the pig, they have this star called the heavenly secrets. That means your secret mission, behind the scene operation, it's kind of like a ninja. All right? So it's good for those who are doing research, right? Preparing to launch a product. They don't want the competitors to know. very powerful. So the pig has this star. So if you are trying to operate and have a secret plan for success and you don't want people to know, don't show, don't play your cards out in the open, perfect. Those with monkey in the chart, we really talk about monkey. You have the intelligent star, which means you can study and learn very quickly. And you have at the same time this star called sky horse, which is very fast. You act very fast and swift. Powerful. Okay? So there you go. So any behind the scene work would be perfect for these two animal signs. So where are they? You have pig in the day, or that means your wife or your spouse is also very stealth, acting behind. I don't know, don't say they're acting behind your back is bad. They are doing some projects that you probably don't know. Okay? All right. Okay, cool. Let's continue. So far, so good. Now, this other group is basically 2026, you might experience something or might do something that is a big failure. That's so bad. But it turned into a cult classic. And also a big mistake that turned out to be not a mistake. So I call this finding gold in terrible situations. Kind of like the movie Sharknado. Any of you are fans of Sharknado? Any of you fans of Sharknado here? So that the movie is so bad. I mean, the acting and the quality of the CGI, I don't even call it CGI. It's so bad that it's actually good. Right? It's kind of also like, the story is really bad, but somehow it turned out to be a cult classic. These two animal signs are, ready? Tiger and goat. Either one, that's right. You have it in your chart? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay. So you have these two animal signs. Now, where are they? Where's the tiger and goat? Where is it? In your year. All right. So your year, this is your friends, your network in the community. You're doing something for the masses. It turns out to be shit, but everyone likes it. Okay. So you have that. Right. Because this animal sign has the great sharp, but at the same time, you also have the Heavenly Academy star as well. So you learn something from it that's actually valuable. It's so bad that it's actually good. Right? So I'm combining the star reads for you. Right? And then you have this goat. Now we know that goat, you have pulling saddle, right? But at the same time, you also have golden carriage. Golden carriage is like a reward. So you get the reward, but you might have done a bad job on it. So you get a reward. So what does that mean? Right? So it's something that you did. Maybe it's a terrible job, but for somehow people liked it. So you have these two animal signs that has that possibility. Easy so far? Okay. All right. So far, so good. All right, guys. Okay. So the next two are the newest members in the Weight Watchers Club. These are the newest. So these are the fattest animal sign or the Get Fat Quick Club. These two are rabbit and snake. All right. So these two animal sign, because one of them have the fortune virtue, rabbit have fortune virtue. Good fortune means people say, hold your folk here. It means you get fat. You look very prosperous. There's a prosperity star. Good food, good partying. Well, rabbits have that. Right? So you can forget about joining the gym this year. And the snake has the heavenly chef. Lots of good food. Lots of nice gourmet meals and great wine. So do be careful of your weight, all right? So these two animal signs. So how many of you have both of these animal signs in your chart at the same time? Okay, all right. So they might have to work extra hard in the gym just to keep their weight off. Okay, now, shall we continue? Sure, all right. Speaking of snake is part of this next group as well. You're stuck in a high-paying prison. This is called the high-paying prison because you're stuck in a very, very good job, but then unfortunately the roles that you are doing in that job is something you hate. So it's kind of like the love-hate relationships, right? These are ox and snake. Because the ox has the emperor star. Not all emperors love to be emperors. They're stuck in the job. So they have to do what they have to do. It's a good job. I mean, it's the top job, right? stuck there. Then you have snake. Snake, you have clan house, right? You're head of the clan. You might not want to be the head of the clan, but now you're head of the clan, right? It's a very powerful role, but it's kind of like a prison, right? You're stuck there. Okay. Now, continue on. Now, the next group, you know, the relationship that you're in, you're not dating, but you're not dating either. And you put your relationship status in your profile as complicated. So you're trapped in a relationship limbo. These two animal signs, ox and horse. Okay, so you know how it is, like you're not really single, but you're also not single. You don't really know what's the status of the relationship. You kind of like you're in a relationship, right? So why these two animal signs? Once again, well, you have the Emperor star. See, the Emperor star, people want you, you're in a relationship, but not exactly married. You know how the emperors like back in the day, they have 3,000 concubines, but not a true love. That sort of situation, right? So it's kind of like that. And then the horse, you're the Grand Duke, right? The Grand Duke is like the king of the year, like the boss of the year, right? People respect you, they want to be with you, but then again, they kind of have a relationship with you. It's kind of complicated. Okay, that's what it means. So far so good, yeah. So that's about relationship-wise, especially if you're born of the day of the ox or the horse. You probably will feel that more this year because the day represents relationships. Okay, and the next group, this one is, especially if you're around 35, maybe 40 to about 50, and you have these animal signs, you're kind of like this thing called the midlife crisis thing, right? You're discovering wild new hobbies. Let's put it in a nicer way. All right, you're spending a lot on a hobby. It's not a bad thing, yeah. So you're suddenly doing like what's that, high rocks, and then you're buying all the equipments, right? Or you're doing marathons out of a sudden, and you're joining every single one. Or you not only play pickleball, but you hunt down the championship leagues of pickleball all over the country, buying the latest equipment. But you're in your 50s, right? So it's kind of like discovering wild new hobbies, but not exactly very useful hobbies, right? So that kind of thing, okay? So that's why this is that state. So it's neither good nor bad, somewhere in between, right? No, I'm not saying pickleball is bad. You can enjoy the sport. I'm just saying, does it like add tremendous value to your career? I don't know, right? Yeah. Yeah, some uncles go to the court to look for young girls, right? But then they end up meeting a lot of aunties. Okay, same problem. All right, cool. Who are these people? Pig, goat, rat. So it's kind of like in the middle, right? The pig, goat, rat, you have the death charm inside your chart. You also have scale, one of the soul energy components, kind of like in the middle, right? Then the rat, you know, they are the year breaker, right? Year breaker for you, the clash by Tai Sui. So in the between, can't go up, can't go down, it's stuck, right? The goat is you're combining with the Grand Duke, but you're not the Grand Duke, right? So you're kind of like in between as well. So you have that. If you if it manifests into a new hobby, then yeah, it's kind of like a midlife thing. Okay. Now the next one, you're kind of like the superstar in the room. You're commanding every room that you enter. If you are a positive mindset person, you're an A player, you bring your A game into your work, then the positive energies of these stars will be activated, and they are the horse and the rabbit. You're going to command every room you enter, all eyes on you. We call this the main character energy. You know, main character energy in the game, you are the one. You're living like the star of your own freaking movie. Okay? So there's a horse and rabbit. Why? Well, it's simple. Horse is the Grand Duke. There's a horse here. So horse is the Grand Duke. Grand Duke means you're the king or you are the leader. People pay attention to what you say. So unless you're one of those that, oh, you know, I don't like attention, I low profile. So you are main character energy. You cannot be an NPC, a non-playing character in the game, right? Because that doesn't work well. And you obviously will have a problem, right? So you gotta stand up and take that role, right? The rabbit has this soul energy called the heavenly villain. The villain is a bad guy, right? Or at least it is the antagonist of the story, but not all bad guys are the bad guys, right? So you're still a star, right? So it's kind of like, oh, it's tremendous. You know that guy, right? A bit orange. It's like sometimes it's the villain, but some things he say make sense, right? That kind of energy, main character energy, right? So this is the rabbit in 2026. So you have both horse and rabbit, then you're in a commanding position. If you have either one of them, it's still pretty good. Okay? All right. Now, if you are a B player or C player, your mindset is generally negative and pessimistic, and you have the following animal signs, then you're probably going to feel that you're going to be complaining about everything, probably loudly. You are the Karens of the Karens of the Karens. So don't let the negative energy, come up, because then you are the ones that probably leave the one-star reviews, right? So who are these people? Tiger and ox. Tiger and ox. So why are they the complainers of the lot? Well, you have flying chase in tiger and earth killing. So if you are one of those that express more of the negative side of the stars, then the heavenly disruptor inside the tiger will be activated. You'll be leaving one-star reviews. Everything you don't like. You don't like this, don't like that. And then for the ox, even though you're the emperor star, but the emperor can be a huge complainer as well, right? The negative side of the emperor is that he can be complaining about everything, right? So everything's not up to standards. So tiger and or ox or both. How many of you have in the chart? Right? Not so good if you're a complainer. All right. And here's the next group. This is the group that, we like to call them the humble braggers. You're bragging while pretending not to. You know what the people say, not to brag, but they proceed to keep bragging. Yeah, so you have these two animal signs. The goat and the snake. So these two animal signs here, the goat, why is it like that? Well, you already know, right? Inside the goat, you have the sun. At the same time, you also have the bad chi star and also this star called cascading clouds. Cascading clouds is it's actually a revenge star. So people have this, I have other people not happy with you. That's why it's called the revenge star. People taking revenge on you, So that's really caused by bragging, right? Or being, Chinese call it LCRY, yeah. And for those who have the snake in the chart, you have the thriving star, but sometimes in the path of thriving, you might be bragging a little bit if you are not very careful with being humble. Okay, so let's continue. You guys good so far? Type of one, if you guys are following. All right, cool. Now this next group here are the ones that are probably spreading a lot of toxic positivity everywhere. You're very positive, but that's also the problem, right? Kind of like what we call the gym bro, right? Very supportive. You have contagious energy, but sometimes when you're not aware of it, you're spreading something that could be too positive without recognizing reality. You know how people could be when they say, oh, you can do it, this is good for you, and you keep encouraging people when the reality it's against you. Well, this could be that component, because while you have the heavenly yi, which is a positive component, but you also have this star called the great assembly, which can be very pushy at times, right? So if you're not careful, you might be exerting the negative aspect of that component. All right. Okay. Right. Let's go to those who can inspire you. I'm going to show you this chart here. Let's go to some combinations here. So let's just say now that you need some inspiration. Inspiration comes from outside activities, meeting people, right? Seeing how other people are doing something. You get inspired in spirit. So in order to look for solutions, sometimes when you cannot get answers yourself, it's best to get some inspiration. But how do you do that? Here's how. So let me give you this secret chart 2026. People who can inspire you. All right. So who can inspire you? Check this out. So on this side is your chart, and on the top are the chart of other people. This technique is called synastry. That means you're looking at the connection between two charts. So let's say now in chart A, this is you, your chart. We call this Sam, right? Sam, you are Sam. And this is friend, right? So inside Sam's chart, you look at Sam, born in the month of Rat. So we know that month represents Sam's career, business, or work. Yes or no? Okay. Suppose he's stuck. Suppose he's stuck in work, very down, feeling lost, but he needs inspiration. What should he do? So referring back to the chart, you know that. Now you look at the chart, see rat, ox, dragon. These two animal signs are his people who can inspire him. Ox and dragon. Can you see? Now go back to his chart. This is Sam's chart, born in the month of Rat. Then he look at friend's chart. So happens to be that this friend of his, his name is called Friend, and is born in the month of the ox. Can you see that? So it means friend can help Sam in terms of inspiring his career. Easy. Or here is friend number 2. Friend number 2 is born the dragon year. Can you see dragon year? Year column, dragon. All right. Look at Sam. Sam's chart is born the month of Rat. So month of Rat, this person is year of dragon. This, because month represents career and work, this friend too can inspire Sam in his work. All right, one more example. Let's look at, let's say, someone who was born in the month of dragon. All right, so here, dragon, the rat as well as monkey are people who can inspire them. Can you see that? Dragon is rat and monkey. All right, so let's look at Sandy. Sandy born in month of dragon. Can you see? All right, then Sandy look at friend A. Friend A happens to be born on the day of rat. The day of rat. Now when we say day, what's it gonna do with this person? Doesn't matter. As long as you have rat in the chart, right? So this person's relationship or some things, maybe the spouse of friend A is able to inspire Sandy. Okay? So that's how you see it. Just look for the animal sign. People can inspire you. Got it? So far, so good. Easy, easy, easy. Yeah? All cool? All right. Right, yeah. Let's talk about people who can stress you out. How about that? See, sometimes while people can inspire you, but there are those specific ones that will stress you out maximum in 2026. You want to know who those people are? Okay, you ready? All right, here they are. Okay, so this is the chart. So on this side is your chart, and the top is other people's chart. On this column right here, this is your chart. On the top is other people's chart. Got it? Super easy. Let's say now in your chart, it's rabbit. Your chart is rabbit. Other people's chart is rat. That rat is someone who can stress you out. I'm not saying that they get bad for you, just give you a lot of stress. Watch. All right. Suppose we look at Sandy once again. Sandy is born on the day of rabbit. Day of rabbit. See? Sandy's parts, year, month, day of rabbit. Can you see? Okay. Then Sandy knows Paul. Happens to be Paul is the boyfriend. But unfortunately, Paul is born the year of the rat. So Paul, year of rat. Now what? So Paul's friends, because Paul is year of rat. Year represents what? Friends, network, community, right? So Paul's friends stresses Sandy's relationship, meaning her relationships this year. Okay? Now, let's say Paul wasn't born the year of the rat. Let's say Paul was born the month of the rat. So Paul, born on month of the rat. So it could be, rat is the stressor element to rabbit, right? So it's very highly likely that Paul's work this year, or what he does in his job, highly stresses Sandy's personal relationship with Paul. Easy. Let's do another example just in case. Let's go back to the chart. So looking at the chart here, we look at dragon, right? Let's say you have dragon in your career palace, right? Let's say dragon. What is the stressor element for dragon? Run your fingers across. Rooster, right? Okay, easy. Now, let's look at Sandy again. Let's say Sandy is born on the month of dragon. Month of dragon. Okay. Then Sandy works together with Paul in the same company. But Paul is born in the year of rooster. Let's say he's born year of rooster. See, his year, month, day, our year of rooster. That means Paul's friends or team is stressing Sandy's work out in 2026. You got it? Super easy. Okay? Because these are the elements that stress you out. You got it so far, guys? Number one, if you guys are following. Number one, if you guys are following. Yeah. All right? Super easy. So go get the chart, right? Where to get the chart? The Telegram group. Right? Take a picture of yourself on the screen. You can see a picture. Right? Put it on the screen. It's faster just in case they miss it. All right? Moving on. More stuff. Yeah, let's cover more. How about people who can help you? How about people who can help you in 2026? Okay. So I give you the secret chart. Here we go. Right? So on this side, if this chart is you, that means your parts, your astrology chart. And then on the top, it is the other people's charts. Other people's charts. Those are who can help you. So let's just say on your chart is red. Then people who have the rabbit, the goat, or the pig are helpful to you. They can help you. They can assist you in getting what you want. Same way, right? You look into that person's chart. Let's just say your chart is ox, year, month, day, or hour, depending on what aspect of your life you want to see. All right. So if you're born on the month of ox, suppose you're born on the month of ox. Month of birth represents what, guys? Come on, work with me here. Your month represents what in your life? The month animal sign represents your job, your work, your career, your business. So who is helpful for your work since you're born on the month of ox? So people who have rat, snake, or dog in their charts. Rat, snake, or dog in their charts. Only for this year. It changes every year, guys. Okay? Rat, snake, or dog in 2026 for people with ox. Ox in the career palace, for example. Okay? Career palace. So you look at your a person's chart and you discover that there's another guy who's born on the year of the rat, then that person, it's helpful for you because your ox needs the rat as a helpful person. See what I mean? Okay? Let me give you the actual example. So here is a person born in the ox. Again, is Sandra. Sandra's chart, born in month of ox. Friend A. Friend A is born in year of snake. So this snake, friend A, it's helpful for Sandra's career. Not everything in life, just Sandra's career. Because Sandra's career box is ox. And who's the helper to ox? Rat, snake, or dog. So she's snake. See? Easy, easy. All right. So far, so good. Okay? All right. So let's talk about this topic that everyone loves. 3 ways to grow your wealth in 2026. Okay? You want to find ways to improve? Make more money? All right. So how can astrology help us? Well, this is one of the ways. First of all, you have to understand, yeah? Because you have thousands of people listening right now. I need to make sure that your perception about wealth is correct. None of these charts going to say, with this animal sign, you're going to strike lottery and therefore no need to work, you'll be rich. That's it. Okay? If that thinking needs to be deleted, it's not possible. Okay? Not happening. The ones that happen is like a 1 in a million, and that's very, very rare combination. Is not going to be any of us here. So let's not focus on that. Let's focus on actual ways that you could actually improve your wealth with proper strategy and activities. Shall we? Okay. So what I want you to look at is that you need to look at your Bazi, the month pillar right here. You're going to focus on this column. Why this column right now? You have year, month, day, hour, but why are we focusing the information here? Because the information in the month column talks about your career, your work, your business, which directly impacts your wealth. Okay, it directly impacts your wealth. And so we have to focus on the information here. So we want to know either the stem, so highlight the box, guys. That's called the stem. Whatever information here is usually yin, water, yang, fire, whatever. And the branch, when you hear me say the stem, we're looking at the top right here. When I say branch, we're looking at here. This is the animal sign in the month of your birth. Got it? Stem is top, the top element. The branch is this, animal signs. Okay? Now, there are three ways to grow your wealth in any year. It's just that the hierarchy in the information is different, but the three ways are standard ways that you could get more money, right? Become more successful. The first way is working on the same job that you're working in right now. Just do it better. Okay? Now, I say this, but to my surprise, there are people who don't expect to work better. I'm not saying work harder. I'm saying do a better job. But they expect to be paid more. How many of you are like that? I mean, to be fair. Right? And then you'd have no clue that you're supposed to be doing a better job. It's like, oh, I worked for 17 years. Why no increase in pay? It's because you're doing exactly the same thing. All right. So, all right. How many of you are business owners here? And then when it comes to appraisal and all that, you look at the people who are working for you and you really like them because they've been working for a long time. But the problem is they're doing the exact same thing. Right? And so you find it very hard to give them more because your expenses have increased, but they haven't produced more for you. Correct? So here's the problem. So what I'm referring to now is secure your job or improve your current job means that you want to be in a position that you are able to add real value to your work and therefore you qualify for a higher pay. Win-win for you and also for the company that you're working for. Okay? So are you ready? So the first group are the technical jobs. So if you're born on the month of rabbit, horse, or monkey, 2026, you get better opportunities and performance in technical related jobs. If your job does not involve a technical skill that only you know how to do, it's quite likely hard for you to get that higher level pay package. Rabbit, horse, monkey. So go for or change to technical job field. Got it? For those of you who have dragon, goat, or rooster, how many of you dragon, goat, or rooster in your month of birth charts? Month of birth. All right, you guys? Your best possibility for making higher income is in organizational jobs. Putting projects together, getting a team together, right? Structuring, creating SOPs, systems. Dragon, goat, rooster. Do you have it in a month of birth, guys? Yeah, so if you're not in that field, you want to jump to that roles. You want to request to be in those roles. You do better. You get paid more as well. Those of you with rat, snake, pig. How many of you rat, snake, pig in your Bazi charts? Rat, snake, pig. On the month of birth, not everywhere else. Month of birth. Okay, so if your month of birth, rat, snake, pig, you probably find better opportunities under the support jobs or support roles. That means the backing to the big boss, the backing to the head of department, for example, supporting the number one. Okay? Shadow the number one and do the number one, the job. So you'll be next in line for the leader. The fourth group, ox, tiger, dog. How many ox, tiger, dog here? Ox, tiger, dog. All right. So for this group, your best bet is to be in the revenue stream. What are the revenue stream? The revenue stream basically is the group that is in charge of bringing in money, the sales, the marketing, the business development. So your best possibility of asking for the 10, 20%, maybe even more for increment when you're in those roles. So what I've just shared with you is part of doing your job, but doing your job better, or be in a role that allows you to add more value, therefore entitled to higher pay. Okay? So in any job role, you got to first determine what value you're adding. You're not just doing a job per doing a job, although half the people in the world probably work things like that. But I'm talking about the upper half that actually does well in their jobs. Those people actually know what they want, right? The other guys is like just go to 95, right? So two different groups. So astrology is useful for the proactive. It's really not very useful. It's just entertainment for the reactive people, right? So some people learn astrology for entertainment. Some people learn astrology to be better in life. Which one are you? Right? So you got to choose. So there you go. All right. Now, but you can't just be in that role and expect to have, double and triple your pay. Suppose you want double, triple your pay. What should you do? Right? Because you cannot just have one stream of income. You probably want multiple streams of income. So what do? Well, the second thing that people want to do that can grow their money is to start a side gig. Start a side gig or own a side gig. You don't have to start one if you don't know how to start one, but you want to participate in one. Okay? So to do this, there are two groups of people. The first one is don't think so much, start first. It's called the leap of faith group. So this leap of faith is tiger, goat, dragon, pig. That means I jump in first, I start something and see how it goes just to learn the experience. Even if you don't make a lot of money, but you still learn how to do it. Tiger, goat, dragon, pig, month of birth. Good to do something. Okay? Buy the experience. It's useful for you in the long run. The other group, which is monkey, ox, rabbit, and dog. Monkey, ox, rabbit, and dog. This group should be doing intrapreneurship. They are co-founders. Be co-founders along with your current boss. So that means you talk to your current boss and say, it's nice. I've got this great idea. And I think it will add a lot of revenue to the company. And it's non-competing. I'm not taking your shit and bastardizing it and selling it back to you. I'm saying this is a whole new business that I think this company should be doing. But because I'm spearheading this, I like 5% of this. It's totally new. But I'm using your company's resources to get there. Monkey, ox, rabbit, dog. Ask. You might not get 5%, maybe 3% is still a good start. That means you have an upside without any downside whatsoever. So when you do this, you will be able to get more income. That's how you do this. This is the second part. Start the side gig. Now, for those of you who are not part of tiger, goat, dragon, pig, or monkey, ox, rabbit, dog, then it's best that you stick to your current job and just do your best. Don't think about starting the side gig. Don't waste your time because obviously you can't even handle the job well enough yet. Why are you thinking of doing something on the side? See, the problem is people who start a side gig must first have their main gig done well. Because without the main gig done well, you might be on both ends having problems. In my seminars, you see a lot of people lining up asking me questions. A lot of them is like, oh, I'm doing this, but on the side, I'm doing that. They're usually, you look at all the questions they're asking, they're neither here nor there. They're both not making money. Then they will ask me questions like, oh, which one should I focus on? Always focus on the one that pays the bills regularly first. Because then you secure your lifeline first and then you do something on the side. That's the whole idea of having a side gig. And the side gig cannot be the one that causes disruption to your main gig, right? Now you understand. Okay. Now, suppose you're in the side gig now, right? You're kind of like you have something on the side and you want to take it to the next level, then what should you do? All right. Suppose you want to start a side gig, then what should you do? You're part of the 8 animal signs that it's quite good for this year to do something. Well, let's look at your stems in your month of birth right now. Let's look at the stems. What are the stems? You look at this box. this box in your Bazi chart. Guys, year, month of birth, the one on top. All right. There will be 10 possibilities. I'm going to show you the 10 stems now on the screen. Okay, guys, bring up the chart, 10 stems. These are, one of these guys will be there. These are called the 10 stems. You have Jia, the yang wood, Yi, the yin wood, Bing, the yang fire, Ting, the yin fire, Wu, the yang earth, Qi, the yin earth, Geng, the yang metal, Xin, the yin metal, Ren, the yang water, Kui, the yin water. They are, one of these guys would be inside your month of birth. Got it? Everyone, are you following me? Type of one if you guys are following. Very good. Yes, yeah, the month of birth. Okay, so what are we looking at? Here we go. How many of you have of yin metal right here in this box? Yin metal. Yin metal? All right, cool. If you have yin metal, you're starting a side gig. What you need to do is create something of value. Creation. This is a creation year. You have to create. Make, create, write, produce. I don't know which word you want to use. Something new in the market. For those of you who don't know, this is the eating God star. That's why you must create something new. Right? So if you don't nothing new to create, don't start. Oh, what should I create? I don't know. Listen, if you don't know what to create, obviously you shouldn't be a business owner. Right? You got to first get to the part where you now know, oh my God, I got this product that I want to do because I should believe in it. Right? If you need to ask someone else, what should I do with my life? Right? You are not at a state that you are inspired enough to know something of value that might be possible in the market. So don't do for the sake of doing, because you would drown, you know? So create something new. If you have yang metal right here, yang metal, then what you need to do is sell or promote an existing product. Write that down. Sell or promote an existing product. You can be an affiliate of someone who already has a product for sale. Right? So you take their products and you sell it to the market. Yeah? Jose? Yes? John? Patrick? Got it? Type of one if you guys are following me here. Yeah? Patricia? Yeah, cool. You understand, right? Okay. So, the third type of starting a side gig is right here, right? If you have yin earth in the stem. So what you're going to do, you're going to take an existing product that's already in the market, but make it cheaper or improve its version for the same price. It's very simple. Take an existing, either make it cheaper, sell it cheaper, and or make it an improved version of the existing. That's it. Because it's friend star. So you need to do it this way if you're starting a side gig. Otherwise, don't start. Just because you have the component doesn't mean you must do it. It's just that you could do it if you do the right thing. Okay? That's what it means. You got it? Now, then you have the next one. You have Yang Earth. How many got Yang Earth? Yang Earth? Right here? Cool. So Yang Earth, what you want to do is you want to sell your opinion, your critique, your influence to your own followers, your reach. So you take the product and you create an information a package or a how-to package based on a product, or you sell your opinion on using a specific product. You can be an influencer, all right, or a how-to person. That's Yang Earth. All right. Now, these are the 4 stems, right? Now, for those of you who have Yang water, you have to jump from a side gig to a main business. Those of you who have Yang water in your month of birth, you could decide to either stop your current job, start your business, or grow your business, because this is the time to accelerate, because you're direct wealth for the year. Maybe you want to go all in. This might be a good time. Yang water, accelerate. That means now you already have a system. What it needs is to pump money into the system to grow it. You found a way to be profitable. Once it becomes profitable, you got to pump money in to grow it. You say, no, I don't pump money in. See, that's the thing. A lot of people who are not business owners. You know, I did the event in my event called Next Gen. And I asked a lot of the business owners who are there, how many of you have a marketing budget? And to my surprise, so many business owners actually don't have a marketing budget. Meaning, they actually don't plan to spend a single cent on marketing. And they're wondering why they have no business. So it's a must. But there are cheap ways to do marketing, yes. But if you're not going to market your services, how are people going to know about you? And how would your product be able to serve the market that it's intended to serve if you don't make it known to them? That's why it's important. So acceleration is when you know something already works, you put in some money and you push it to them. Because you know that in the end it will turn profitable. Those with yin wood in the month of birth, your job is to create structure and systems. You take your side gig or existing business structure, create SOPs, write the format of how things are done so that it can be repeated in order to grow your business. And for those of you who have yin water in the month of birth, your job is to grow your business by raising capital, raising funds. You can go and grow a business in either working hard selling or you could actually raise funds so that you could spend it on marketing and acquiring staff and people. Then you have yin fire. Those with yin fire, time to innovate. Now, invention happens in your office, but innovation happens outside your office. That's when you see other people's stuff and you improve yours in order to match the market and or go higher. Innovation, yin fire. And last but not least, you have ping and or jia, yang fire or yang wood. Then it's time to extend your market reach. That means you take the exact same thing that you're already selling, but going to a different geography, a different location, different market, extending your reach. Or you can also acquire new market share by buying into other people's business. If you can't start a business on your own, the other way is to buy one. Why want to go through the first 5 years of difficulty when you can buy an existing one and just take it further? So now you know. So these are the 3 ways. Most people will be stuck with the first way, which is to secure your job, right? To do a better job. So this part is where most people are stuck. You can get more, but not more and more. More and more will be in the side gig and growing your business. Ultimately, if truly you want to be wealthy, you got to be a co-owner of a business or co-owner of a side gig. You don't have to be a full owner, but a cool owner, or at least you get a profit out of these ventures that you do. Investing is nothing more than co-owning other businesses. When you invest in a share, you get a share of a business. That's what it means, right? That's the nature of expansion and creating more wealth. Got it? Okay. Now, let's go through some of the questions using a chart. I'm going to show you now how you can break it down to the months and get the best out of your astrology chart. You want to do that? Okay, have your chart ready now. I need you to have this chart. Now, a lot of you guys sent in your questions as well. I told my team to pick a few, and we're going to go through that. And then I will show you how you can use either this chart, or if you better yet, if you already printed out your entire report, I will show you how to find the answers, the exact answers from your report that is so detailed. I will show you now, based on your real life questions. How about that? All right. So let's just see here. Do we have this chart? That's the first one. Guys, can you bring out the first question and show the question? I picked a few, right, just now, right? Okay. Yeah, show the one from Ruth. That's it. So Ruth's question is, does my chart show that I should just focus on my usual plans with my team to hit KPIs? Is that her date of birth up there? Date of birth, right? Yeah. Okay. And what's the start or new thing like AI automation? I'm new to AI and not very tech savvy. I don't know if I can even do it. So what should I do? Okay. So we look at the this chart first, right? This chart. So you put it on the screen. Yeah. plotted the chart, right? Okay. So she's born in the, let's see, put it up here for me, year of the Earth Dragon, the month of the Water Pig, the day of the Earth Dragon also, and the hour of the Water Dog. All right. The luck pillar is Earth Goat, current luck pillar. And then the annual pillar, which is this year, is the Fire Horse. And I'm assuming she's asking for March. March is the Metal Rabbit. All right, so this is from this chart. All right, this is your current chart. You see all that in here. All right, cool. Now, how do you make use of this? Well, firstly, right, she's talking about want to focus on what's that execution KPIs and push forward automation. We just look at the career box, right? The career box is born in the month of the pig. We know that pig is one of the animal signs that can excel in terms of wealth. So for career-wise, it's not exactly one of the top top 3 career growth animal signs, because dragon is the growth animal sign, and she has it in the year and in the month. But she got pig, which is good for money. Like, so the answer would be yes. Not very detailed, but nevertheless, it's a yes. All right. But if you want more specific, then we turn to the your report. All right. So look at Ruth's report under the section called the monthly review, right? Monthly overview. Right. You see, this is the monthly overview, and we can zoom in. Already, the report clearly says this period is ripened with opportunities for creative endeavors and creating something new. This is a distinctive theme of this month, revolves around the act of creation. So yes, you want to create something new, going to the AI, very good. And it says here, right, look at the section that's underlined, all right? Inventive energy into tangible outputs, whether it is in the form of art, innovation, problem solving, or any other expression of originality, right? So, okay, that's the first sign. Let's go deeper. And she says, but I'm not tech savvy, right? I'm not tech savvy. Can I even do this? Well, from the report for this month, clearly the answer is yes. Just look under the monthly analysis. So I'll bring this up one more time up here. Have a look, right? So the month will tell you to be, tells Ruth to be adaptable. Just look under this section. It says here, thoughts of the month. Adaptability isn't just a skill, it's the currency of the future. So yes, be adaptable, right? So yeah, you're not tech savvy, do this anyway. But taking it further, right, you can also see under the innovation and creativity section. The innovation and creativity section, it says yes to doing something new. I want you to have a look at this section right here, all right? Under innovation and creative insights, highlighted right here, right, this line, a period of heightened creativity. Can you see that? It says here, you'll find that your ideas flow effortlessly and your work will reflect a deep sense of enjoyment. So yes, the answer is yes, do something new, right? And it says here, right, and under the section in this month, for innovative thinking and brainstorming, moments of creativity and innovation often require thoughtful deliberation. So yes, you definitely should do something new. And if you take this further, say how to push automation. How to push automation. I want you to look at the section in the report that says this. Look, the section in the report called Decision Making and Leadership. So it says here, I'm just going to highlight some of these points for you, right? It says persuasive collaborations and diplomacy, right? Engage partners and allies who resonate with your vision. Your strength is orchestrating, not doing everything yourself. So yeah, it's telling you to, hey, you know, push forward. Don't do everything yourself. You're not meant to personally execute the technical automation. What it means is your role this month is to frame the vision, get the buy-in, and collaborate with the right people. That's how you do it. So this makes automation more aligned with the than KPI execution, which usually it's solo, tactical, and pressure heavy. You see what I mean? So this is under decision leadership insights, right? So if you look at under decision leadership insights, I highlight a few words for you, right? It says here, drawing the presence of persuasive collaborations and diplomacy, craft your decisions and interactions with the eloquence of a seasoned diplomat, and you will find that the world bends to your harmonious tune. Engage in persuasive collaborations, seeking out partners and allies who resonate with your vision. So yes, you can do this. All right, easy. And if you look further in the report, right, you can actually see wealth insights that tell you that technology is the lever. So say yes to AI. Just to summarize all this, is a strong emphasis on technology, industry and progress, a prime time to drive technological innovation, seek strategic tech alliances. It's in the report, right? You can see that. Look under this section. It's highlighted. Now, again, your report is different than Ruth's report because this is individualized to Ruth, right? You can see a strong emphasis on technology. Look at this, I underlined it, right? Industry progress. This is a prime time. Play a leading role in driving technological innovation. So all this points to a yes in AI. Okay, so you can look at the chart here, the quick summary: navigating evolving technological landscape, prioritize strategic tech alliances. No problem. So the answer is a clear yes. Got it? Right? That is the two ways to do it. One is you read the chart and see the positive animal sign in the career palace. Right? Look at the month and look at the month of a metal rabbit and look at what star you're going through. Is it the direct officer and how strong is the direct officer? Is strong. Okay, can do it. But if you look at the details of being explained to you in the month report, it actually gives you the exact details and it answers the question. Okay, so that's one. Let's just do another one, right? We do it the manual way or we do it the way that's already done for you so you can see how this is done. Some people are like, maybe it's urgent, you need to read it from a chart. I'll show you how it's done. Okay, you can have a look at, let's see another example that I picked earlier on from Jonathan. You guys have it? Just list it up. Yeah? Okay, so let me just put this down. So again, we're going to look at the Jonathan's chart first, this chart. This is your parts chart. So you see right here, you have the date of birth, right? Yeah. So the question is it a good time for me to ask for a promotion now? If not, then when? I hope this year. I've been taking more responsibility since last year and looks like other people are also competing for the role I want, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so year, water rooster, the month is wood tiger, the day is wood rat, and the hour is wood pig. And then you have your luck pillar. The luck pillar is going through metal dog, and obviously the 2026 fire horse. And then the following month, we're looking at the element of metal rabbit. All right, so let's do the way that we already know how to answer this question. So look at the Bati chart, right? So the Bati chart, it's born on the, look at month, right? This is the month of birth, tiger. Right, so tiger, we know that is one of the two animal signs that has the intelligent star, right? So intelligent star basically learn new skills, become more valuable, and become more valuable, you can get the promotion, right? So let's kind of look at a yes. And if you look at the day is red, this is personal life, and it's being clashed by the Grand Duke, so there are changes in terms of personal life. So there are some changes. Change doesn't have to be bad, it might be a good change, right? So that you have that. Also, rooster is one of the four wealth animal signs is in your year of birth. So the year of birth is like your network or your team or your friends. So it looks like you can have a new team with obviously higher responsibilities. So it looks favorable in that sense. All right. And looking at the month, you're going through a direct officer month, the month of March. Direct officer is a new position, new role. Okay, so it looks pretty good. So I would say just from the chart alone, the answer is yes. But if you want more detail, then we can look at the month report and see what it says to give you full insights into the month. So let's see. All right, we can turn to the first place is obviously to look at the month overview. So this page here in your month report is called the month overview. So in this overview, I highlighted a few things. Guys, just take out what I just highlighted. Yeah, for Jonathan's chart. Right. So pursuit becomes a cause worth championing. This month is a call to arms, not in the traditional sense of conflict, but as an invitation to fiercely advocate for what truly matters to you. So what does that mean? So says yes. Right? So you stand as the protagonist in your narrative. Right? This is your time to fight for your aspiration and reclaim the reins of your destiny. So basically it's yes. Okay? It's just giving you the detail to pursue this, right? So, but the of course, Jonathan also says is there competition? Is there competition? Well, it's very simple. You look at your basic chart once again, right? Look back at your basic chart. You are born Yang Wood, right? Your Yang Wood Day Master, right? Yang Wood Day Master. And you are in the month of Rabbit. Rabbit is Yin Wood. Wood to wood is competitor. So the answer is yes. Yes, there's competition. Competition is expected. But you want more details. Is it good or is it not good? What should I see? Okay, so let's look at the full report, right? The full report under the section called Communications and Relationship Insights, all right? So what do we learn from here? It says some key things we picked up from here. Strong emphasis on rivalry, clashes, and competition. Why did it say that? Because it's a Rob Welf competitor star for the month, right? So competition is framed as inevitable, but it's not a warning sign. It recommends assertive leadership, recommends what to do, right? A clear position. And it's also says that it's a period that rewards those who stand out clearly. Okay, so you see the section right here, and look at the write-up. Look at the write-up. It's underlined here. It says here, a phase where intensity of rivalry gives rise to clashes and competition across various aspects of your life. So in this case, it will be his career, because he's already asking about it, right? But embrace your leadership role, confidently asserting your ideas and goals. That's what it says here, right? And it says here, in the midst of heightened competition, the need for clear and decisive leadership becomes paramount. See the writing? And here it says, while clashes and rivalry may test your patience, they simultaneously provide a platform for you to shine as a leader. So the answer is yes. Clear, right? So now the thing is, what's the real problem here, right? Let's dig deeper. The main risk is what? Internal hesitation or lack of readiness. What is it, right? So we can look into the report and find more deeper insights, right? So the monthly overview will give us an idea of what it's all about. Why is this person, right, Jonathan, having this sort of concerns? Because your own self-criticism and you're second-guessing yourself. Because it's still Rob Welf star, meeting a direct officer star for that month, right? So it's interpreted for you. There's a tendency to focus on shortcomings instead of readiness. So if you're aware of this, you can overcome it, all right? So you look under this section, and you could see it's written right here, likely to be a period of introspection or self-consciousness. You will find yourself focusing more on your shortcomings and past failures than on your success. That's why you have this fear, right? It's a time for you when you're more prone to self-criticism and may frequently second-guess yourself, it says here. So by it tells you what to do, right? You can't just say something and not tell you what to do, so it tells what to do. So by redirecting your attention from yourself to others, you can transform this introspective phase into a productive period of relationship building. See that? Okay, so now you know. Now the part where she says, so how to get that promotion in the midst of all this competition? What do you do? How do I do it? What should I do if you're Jonathan? Well, then in the report, it says this. So go further. I'm just showing you how you can get the best out of your report, guys. Yeah. So under this section called Decision-Making and Leadership Insights, basically it's trying to say think out of the box. That's why I tell you that. And if you look at this section, right, it says here, look at the write-up. I've underlined this. It says here, internal conflicts in creative problem solving may surface, right? But leaders are known for their adaptability and innovative vision. Unique out-of-the-box solutions set you apart of the competitive world, right? So it's during these internal conflicts that true leadership qualities can shine. So yes, all right? You need to just have some ideas that stand out from your competitors and you'll be all right, right? So how else to boost the chances and what should I do, right? The month analysis will tell you what to do. Here's what to do. Basically, I summarize everything for you. It says here, speed is everything, so take action. Don't become a subject of workplace gossip because, you don't want a backstabbing start to attack you, right? So you could see here under thoughts of the month. The thoughts of the month say speed is everything, including failures and getting back up. You see, if it takes 3 times to fail, would you rather do it slowly or faster? If it takes 3 times to fail to get to the winning, you want to fail slowly or fail fast? Fail fast, isn't it? Because then you can get back up and start again. So that's why slow is bad. Fast is good. That's the answer, right? And the threats this month, in the report, it says what are the threats? The threats is if involvement in workplace gossip poses a threat to your professional relationships and reputation. Stay focused on your goals and avoid getting entangled in unnecessary drama. That's how you win. It's super easy. It just clearly tells you which areas you can focus on. Now, if you flip the page and go to the wealth insights, this is the part where you want to talk about, what kind of improvement actually matters to me now, right? For Jonathan. Under wealth insights, what improvement should look like now? Well, it clearly says focus on future-facing skills, especially tech awareness and adaptability, get involved in change, transformation, and digital initiatives, make learning visible. Why make learning visible? Because this year you have the academic star, right? So it's telling you to use it. It just didn't tell you that it's an academic star, but you and I know, because we just went through the training, that the tiger has the academic star. So make learning visible, right? So how do you do that? Well, the Wealth Insights clearly says this, right here, right? The juncture mandates a critical re-evaluation of wealth approaches amid technological disruptions, analyze how evolving technology, shifting market dynamics, and changing consumer behavior reshape industries, establish a robust foundation by upskilling in pertinent tech domains and cultivating digital literacy, welcomes change and innovation, seeking mentorship from tech experts to navigate evolving tech landscape effectively, right? The challenges is tech turbulence, skill upheaval, recommend tech integration, continuous upskilling, agile adaptation, all using the academic star. Okay. Now, of course, when is the right time to ask for the promotion? Because that's his main question. When should I do it? Well, very simple. Just look under the decision and leadership dynamics section. Those are key dates, right? There are some key dates that are listed here. Under this section, you see right here. So it's stated right here. Look at this date. All right. March 24. The other one you can see probably is March 27. It gives you a pretty good, decent outcome. But just don't ask on those black color dates that are not good. Okay? Tells you when the best time is. Any further insights? Yes. Any important caveats? How you should ask for that promotion. Well, the report also tells you what to do. It gives you some warning, right? Risk of impulsiveness or recklessness, don't make it emotional. Show structure in your ideas and plans. Why? Just look under this section, innovation and creativity insights. You see right here, you may find yourself drawn towards a sense of recklessness in your creativity with the inclination to take impulsive actions and embrace risk-taking in your pursuit of creative ideas, right? It's important to exercise caution. It says here under channel reckless creativity into structured projects. It's essential to direct into well-structured projects, create a plan or framework for your innovative ideas before diving in. That increases the likelihood of success. So it tells you exactly how you should do it, right? Don't be needy, right? Don't be emotional. Focus on how you provide structure. That's good, right? So you could do this manually, which is to print this chart and you look at exactly how I show you how to read the animal signs to get answers, or you could get the report. Okay, so it looks something like that when you print it out. It has all the sections, in fact, more. How many of you already got yours? Yeah, type at me if you already got yours. Interesting, right? Now that I showed you how to use it, it's kind of like the manual for the month. If you have a specific area or topic that you're focusing on, when you read it, it's very meaningful. If you just read it, it can be entertaining. But if you have a focus, like how, what's the example, Ruth and Jonathan's case, then it's very specific to the outcome. That's the difference. It's kind of like a walkthrough, right, for this month and what to do and the key highlights and all that. So you got this already? All right. How many of you don't have this, the month report? All right. For those of you who don't already have this, we prepared something super special for you, a free 1-month report for you. Try it out for yourself. If you like it, keep it. If you don't like it, don't continue. All right. So this is super special. At least get the entire reading, see what's in store for you in the next following month and whether it answers your important questions moving forward. There's all the details. Try it out yourself, okay? Just follow the instructions and get there. All the details are on that page. And in fact, if you're using this for the next couple of days, it will give you all the insights as well. All right? Many sections here. Read it during this Chinese New Year season and prepare for the following month to make it the best ever. And those of you who are our new annual subscribers, we have this for you. These are super special scrolls. We call it a special secret scroll where we have all the achievement commands related to your guardian deity. Okay, so you can go to, is there a link, guys? It's on the same page, all right? If you are the new annual subscriber, you just joined us, go there, and the instructions are all there. Claim your, whichever is related to your guardian of destiny. So it has all the, we call this the commands, the achievement commands for your guardian of destiny. You could use this for your achievement manifesting for this entire year and more, okay? So this is really, really cool. Check out all the information that is already on the page, all right? So today we have covered how to analyze your 八字, how to analyze your chart with 12 animal signs in a manual way, and also get the analyze in detail. Okay, so inside the forecast, remember the report shows you your personal power days, your risk windows, opportunity alerts, everything's in there. Check it out yourself. Okay, all right. So I'll leave you with this, and prepare, get your reports and all that. And oh, by the way, it's a limited number of reports, free reports we're giving out. So once we cross, how many, Kenny? Once we cross 100, we're going to close the free reports. All right. You can still buy it. All right. So, but the free will stop. So if you want to claim it, you got to do it early. Then you get the free version. All right. So that's it for today. I will see you in part 3, where we're going to be focusing on the Feng Shui aspect of Feng Shui and Astrology 2026. I'll see you there.